Hello friends, it's Scott from Plot River Keto. If you're new to my channel, welcome. On my channel, you get to come along for the ride on my keto journey. I try to check in with you at least once a week to update you on my keto progress, and the focus of my channel is keto for carboholics. And that's basically those of us who want to live the ketogenic lifestyle, maybe not carnivore, but know that we're not able to indulge in quite so many of those keto treats, etc. So today's Saturday, which means it's a weekly check-in day. You'll notice that this is not my normal studio. Two reasons for that, really. First, we are in the process of moving the sewing room, which is also my recording studio, and my daughter's room. We're actually switching those. She's going to take the room that used to be the sewing room recording studio, and we are going to move the recording studio sewing room to where her bedroom used to be. So we're in the process of doing that right now, moving furniture out. We're going to paint both rooms, and so yeah, both rooms are kind of a disaster right now as we're working on that. The other thing is, I am the only one at home right now. Today is the annual Nebraska Land Days parade, and my son is no longer in band, so he is not part of that. However, my wife volunteered to be part of the color guard, and so she is walking in the parade, and my son is part of the parade as part of his work. He works for Raising Cane's. And so, yeah, and my daughter loves parades, so she went. I do not love parades, and I was very happy to not go to that event this year, so I did not. So I am at home by myself, which means that rather than having to go find a quiet room to be in, I am kind of in the middle of my house, sitting on my couch because I can, because there's nobody else here. So we'll see if my cat Mittens makes a random appearance. Of course, she's done that in my recording studio as well, so there you go. But it is Saturday. It is an update day. I mentioned to you guys last week that in my weekly update that I had weighed myself, checked my relationship with Earth's gravity on a completely different scale. I got home and checked my relationship with Earth's gravity the next day. Like I said, I had been at 343.2. According to this new scale, I was like 335. When I got home, I was at like 341 and change, and that, long story short, that's where I'm at this week. I'm at 341.8. So, different scales are going to weigh differently, and the biggest thing for me, I've talked to you guys about this a lot, and it's something that I think that those of us who are on a weight loss journey, who are really trying to lose some weight to improve our health, it's really easy to get focused on the number. At the end of the day, I have the scale because it's important to me to make sure that the scale is trending in the right direction. Having said that, the fact that it's not moving as fast as I'd like it to is frustrating some days. It's more frustrating some days than other days. But I'm trying hard not to be too frustrated with the fact that in 2 weeks I've basically lost 1.4 pounds. I think that really has a lot to do with the fact that I probably lost 1 or 2 pounds last week and didn't probably lose anything this week. I'll explain that to you here in just a minute. But so yeah, that's my relationship with Earth's gravity, 341.8. So down 1.4 from 2 weeks ago. Like I said, basically, I think I kind of held steady, maybe even gained 0.2 pounds from last week. But overall, I'm doing really well. I am focused on the right things nutrition wise. I'm making really good progress with my exercise, which I'm really happy about. Did have a little blip on the radar this week. Those of you who watch my short videos know. But on Tuesday, I had a really bad headache. Was just not feeling well at all. And I decided to top that off by having an off-plan food day. That was a bad idea. Yeah. We had some Chinese takeout, and I felt like garbage. Felt garbage, like garbage after I ate it, but really felt like garbage on Wednesday morning, which basically compounded. On Tuesday morning, I was feeling like crud, so I did not get up and do my exercise like I normally do. And because I was dumb and ate off plan on Tuesday night, on Wednesday morning, I felt like garbage again. And I will tell you guys, one thing that I'm not going to say I appreciate it because I didn't like feeling like garbage, but one thing that I will definitely say is I got immediate feedback on my poor choice. My back hurt and my joints ached, and I just felt awful. And it took all day Wednesday to get feeling decent enough to really want to do anything. I don't even think I didn't end up walking at all, like going for a walk. I do some usual couple times a day at work. I get out and walk around the block, but did not do a walk or a ruck with my dogs. Wednesday evening I did a stretch workout, and that was it for Wednesday. So basically, Tuesday, Wednesday, I did not get the exercise in that I wanted to, and obviously Tuesday had a very had an off plan day, completely off plan day. Thankfully, that was 24 hours. It was short lived. Wednesday, I got back on track. At least in part because of how lousy I felt, but got right back on track. I've been on track all the rest of the week, so doing really well there. The rucking with my dogs has gone really good. I'm up to 30 pounds. I put 30 pounds in my backpack when I ruck with my dogs, and that's been going really well. I did enjoy last weekend the opportunity to do a ruck somewhere that wasn't just walking along a sidewalk, and that was a different experience for me. It was really good, but it was different. I because I missed 2 days this week, I'm gonna go ahead and stay with 30 pounds this coming week, and then try to move up to 40 pounds next week. So, but it's definitely that's my cat. I don't know if you guys can hear that very well, but my cat is stepping on the piano keys. That just makes me laugh. You guys may not have been able to hear that at all, but I certainly could. I'll have to watch this back and see if I can hear it because my cat is playing on the piano keys with her paws. But anyway, the rucking has been really good for me. It has been a way to get a more intense workout while not taking up any more of my day. And that's a really important thing to think about, guys. And that's kind of I guess, the little thing that I wanted to talk with you about today. And that's, depending on where you're at in your journey, whether you're just starting out, particularly if you're just starting out, but even if you're wanting to add something in, your life right now is full. Now, it might be full of some things that you want to get rid of. You might be spending 2 or 3 hours a day watching Netflix, but your life is full right now. Like, you pretty much have your waking hours are full of things that you do, whether that be going to work, or, like I said, binging Netflix, or walking on the treadmill, or taking your dogs for a walk, or doing a yoga workout, which are, some of the things that I do. Your life is full. So if you're going to add something to your life, you have to take something out. That's why rucking has been really nice for me, because I'm suddenly getting a more intense workout while not changing up the amount of time that I'm working out during the week at all. I had been walking my dogs for a while, as you guys know, and as a matter of fact, I've been walking with my dogs almost as long as I've been on this health journey. A couple of different times I've gotten off track a little bit. One of those was during tax season this past year, which is the whole reason we're trying to get rid of some weight that we put back on. But long story short, I've been walking my dogs for a long time. So that is built into my day. My normal day involved walking with my dogs. Now, that exercise was getting kind of easy for me. And so it was nice to find something that, by simply throwing more weight in my backpack, I took a workout that was probably... There are, like, apparently zones to working out, and I'm not going to pretend to talk intelligently about them because I don't know them. But, I had gotten to the point where my walks, my heart rate would be like, 105, 110, which is just not really a workout. It's really not that far above where my resting heart rate is, which is in the 70s and 80s. Actually, usually upper 60s, low 70s. But I digress. But it had gotten to where it wasn't really a very hard workout. Adding the weight in, and when I have my little handy dandy fitness watch here, my heart rate now is usually getting to be around 130, between 130 and 135 as I get going and doing that couple of miles with my dogs. And so it went from a kind of barely a workout as what it had gotten to really a pretty intense workout. And the nice thing about this is I think I can add weight for a while. Now, the two dumbbells that I have at my house only go up to 50 pounds. Like, currently I have two 15s in my backpack, and that's how I'm doing 30. This coming week, I'm going to do 30 again, and then I'm going to go up to 40. But 50 is all I have. So if I get to 50 and I get to the point where that's getting easy, I think that's going to be a while, to be honest with you. But if that does get to where it's easier, there are a few things that I can do. I can obviously go a further distance, but again, coming back around to the whole point I wanted to talk about today, that takes more time. But I can actually probably look into getting some actual rucking plates. They sell cast iron plates that you can put into your bag, and they have certain weights on them. So yeah, I might get there, but the nice thing is I can continue to add weight for a good while, and this, I think, will be a good workout for me for a while, which is really nice. The other part of my workout program that has been nice that I have the ability to add to it whenever I feel like it is my DDPY workouts. All I have to do is go from a beginner workout to an intermediate or advanced workout, and I've upped my workout without upping my time. Basically, guys, I try to work out about 60 to 90 minutes a day. It depends on the day. Um, so I get up in the morning. I try to get up around 6, and my walking with my dogs, a couple miles, takes about 35 minutes, and then I try to do another 30 minutes or so of DDPY, sometimes 45. So closer to 60 minutes probably most days. Um, the only exception to that is on Sundays. I still do my walk, but rather than doing a strength building workout with DDPY, I really just do stretching on Sunday. But other than that, that's what I do. But my whole point, the thing that I wanted to talk with you guys about today is that if you're, whatever it is that you're adding into your life, if you're looking at something and wanting to make a change, make a difference, you just have to know going into it, something's got to give. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean that something that's got to give is quality time with your family or quitting your job. Like, probably not. But something's got to go if you're going to do something new. Like I said, if you're going to start exercising, or if you're going to start whatever it is that you're going to start doing, if you're going to start cooking at home and you've been eating takeout for a long time, something's got to give, because you got to find that time somewhere. And keep beating on this horse, I suppose, but like, it doesn't have to be the things that are really important to you, but you'd be surprised if you stop and think about what you do with every day. Um, Maybe you do spend an hour or an hour and a half or 2 hours, watching your favorite Netflix show or watching your favorite whatever it is. That could go. It might be something. Now, I'm not saying that's not stress relief for you. I'm not saying that you don't get value from that time. I think a lot of times we have a tendency to say, "Oh, that's terrible. You should never sit down and watch TV. That's just the worst thing ever." I don't think that's true. I think that can be a good way of relieving stress and allowing yourself to unwind after a busy day. Now, do I think you need to spend the whole evening sitting in front of your TV? Probably not. But that's the kind of thing that you can say, okay, we're going to maybe watch one show instead of watching 3 shows. And then with that extra time, I'm going to start cooking keto meals, or I'm going to start walking with my dogs, or I'm going to start whatever it is. Insert the thing that you're wanting to change or add to your life here. But I think that way too often we'll say something like, all right, I'm going to go for a 3-mile walk or a 4-mile walk today, which, by the way, for me would take like an hour. And I think often we don't think about, where's that hour going to come from? What's going to get pushed aside or get out of the way so that I can do that thing? So I would encourage you guys to think about that if you're going to try to add something new into your life. And I'm looking forward to continuing to move forward. I'm glad that I'm seeing the right progress, that, I'm trending in the right direction. I say this a lot, but it's hard not to be frustrated by the lack of progress, the lack of speed in my progress, because I want to just snap my fingers and get rid of all of the 35 pounds that I gained in the first 4 months of this year, and it doesn't work that way. So I'm going to be patient, take a little vitamin P, as Nisha and Dr. Berry say, a little patience, a little vitamin P. And I am going to continue moving forward. The plan for this week is not really going to change much. Going to continue to focus on not having those keto treats, on eating 2 hearty meals a day, or maybe even 1 meal a day. I've done that a couple of days this week. Making sure that I get my nutrition in, and continuing to focus on building strength and flexibility in my exercise program. So anyway, hope you guys have had a fantastic week. Hope you've got something fun planned for your summer. My wife is a school teacher, so we really try to pack a lot into our summers. We are, at the end of this month, going to go and visit Utah. Hopefully we'll get to visit the folks at Keto Chow. We try to do that when we're there, but we're going to go visit my wife's family, visit her dad, who is going to turn 90 this year. Man, that's crazy to think about. But we're going to go visit him at the end of this month, and then also going to have a family reunion with my side of the family up in Wyoming. We're going to take half of the week and go visit Utah, and the second half we're going to be up in Wyoming, near Jackson, Wyoming, and do that. And then next month we're going to go and headed on my vacation with my wife's family going to Oceanside, California. So that's something to look forward to. But if you feel like it, drop into the comments and let me know what it is you guys are doing with your summer. Is summer a big time where you guys do a lot of vacationing, or are you at a point in your life where maybe your vacations are at a different time of year? Let me know. But anyway, day by day, keep calm and keto on, my friends. We'll check in with you again soon.